let me know if you get up in here. Okay, the stream is detected. Alright, cool. Okay, cool. We on everything. Alright, so try to make this a short episode tonight. Pretty much doing a little presentation on Bitcoin tonight. Yeah, so probably should have put like a little name up there, a little title or something, but it's whatever. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so probably should have. Let me know what y'all feeling tonight. Let me know what y'all thinking about the little presentation style that I'm going with for this episode. It's just me, no Dom, no guest tonight. So if you got any questions, if you got any comments, definitely let me know, and we'll keep it moving. Let's see. Alright, so yeah. So I'm gonna just keep this up in case anybody comment anything. So basically, this presentation or this episode is about Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will replace fiat currency throughout the world. Basically, I just felt like I've been meaning to do something like this for a while now. I've been meaning to tell everybody why Bitcoin is the future, why cryptocurrency is the future, but yeah, I never really got around to doing it. I don't really feel like I have the perfect guest. I think I was waiting on that perfect guest, but I really don't know anybody in my immediate circle that's like willing to talk about this, or that's like knowledgeable enough to talk about this even. But if I do, hit me up. Like I said, I love to have you on as a guest, and we chop it up about top coins, the whole blockchain space, and everything in between. So basically, to get it jumping though, like I said, the episode is why Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will replace fiat currency throughout the world. I think it's a multitude of reasons why Bitcoin is the future and why cryptocurrency in general is the future. Bitcoin is more like digital gold, but we'll get into the reasons why I feel like the whole space is taking over, because it's not just Bitcoin, it's a lot. So number one, I wanted to start with this: crypto solves problems. Basically, it's digitized money. Like, it's completely digital from A to Z. You don't got to worry about all of those common issues that you have when you're dealing with cash, like losing your wallet or losing your money, or somebody's robbing you or anything like that, because all your money is digital. So it's on your phone, it's on your computer, it's on your wallet, your physical wallets, your paper wallets, and things like that, which I'll get into later on in the presentation or the episode. But pretty much, yeah, just know that it's all digital. It's completely different than what you're used to. And encryption on top of that. In theory, you can say that these digital wallets are more secure than traditional regular wallets or accounts. Because basically, like I said, the encryption, which includes, might be biometric, might have fingerprint, which is traditional with the phones nowadays, especially the iPhones, or it might be, some, your not your eye print, but you know what I mean. It might be your eyes. They might use your eyes as your form of encryption or authentication when you're getting in your actual account or wallet. And you might even you're gonna have passwords in a lot of cases. You're gonna have these codes, these long 12-word backup codes that you have to write down in a lot of cases. And in those cases, I would suggest writing those down and storing them somewhere safe, like a safe, or maybe some special hiding spot you got, in somewhere in your home or something. But pretty much, Yeah, use different ways to store your wallet. And like I said, I'll get into all of that later on. I'm kind of getting deep into it right now, but it's accessible. On top of that, the crypto exchanges operate 24/7, so it's a whole lot of different types of wallets available and ways to store your money. And also, coins can be sent and received at any time from anyone, pretty much. You don't have to worry about borders or anything like that blocking you, or time periods. Maybe, MoneyGram's only open from this time, or no, it's not like that. No, it's more like Cash App, where it's 24/7. You can send money, you can receive money at any time. Yeah, and the fees are, it depends on which coin you're sending, kind of what the fees looking like, and what exchange, or what medium you're using to send coins. It kind of gets deeper into it, but the fees are typically low. Like, you don't have to worry about paying a lot of money to send, crypto or coins a lot of places. And the ownership part, as far as the ownership, you got hardware, paper, and desktop mobile wallets, which all offer users the option to hold their own keys, which give them full control over their coins or tokens. And this is unlike banks and credit unions, where your money is stored by a centralized entity. The only thing similar to that in crypto would be kind of like exchanges, where you're storing you have crypto stored at Coinbase or Binance, or I don't know, Qcoin, or what's the word of it, Bitfinex, anything like that, any exchange that's centralized and owned by a specific entity, even Robinhood, Gemini, things like that. Those different apps, you have a centralized entity that's actually holding your tokens. So you need to also keep that in mind. If their security isn't the best, or they're not the most reliable exchange, I wouldn't want to keep my coins on certain exchanges. But if you're trading and all of that, if you're active, that's different. But if you plan on holding your coins, not doing anything with your coins or tokens for a while, I would suggest keeping your coins in a wallet, whether that's hardware, paper, or desktop mobile wallet. So, yeah. Now, some examples of some different exchanges. You got your centralized exchanges, which is like Coinbase, Binance, Qcoin, Bittrex, etc. Is the reason why it's not recommended you store your tokens or coins on these exchanges is exactly the reason I just explained. So I'm not really gonna go over that again. Just rewind it if you missed it. Basically, to sum it up, they're centralized exchanges. They hold your tokens. If something happens, they may or may not reimburse you. Who knows? What their policy is and how reliable the company is. So, it's not SEC regulated like a regular exchange in the stock market. Pretty much, that's the biggest difference. But I feel like that's coming soon. Regulation is coming soon. Now, if you look at the hardware wallets, you got your Treasure, you got your Ledger, you got your Cool wallets, etc. These different brands of hardware wallets, they kind of function and look like USB flash drives in most cases. But yeah, you can pretty much look them up and pick which one is best for you, because they all support different coins and have different capabilities, etc. So you got your paper wallets, you got your, which basically are like literally those keys I just told you about, the backup keys, which are like usually 12 words or something like that. You might write that on a piece of paper, and that'll be your wallet. Literally something similar to that. And you obviously want to store that piece of paper in a very secure place. So yeah, that's always an option. Desktop wallets, you got, and if you're not sure how to set up a paper wallet, make sure you Google it. You can always Google that. They'll show you how to set it up, how to do all of that, and make sure you got it working right. Because yeah, it's not nothing that I would really suggest for a beginner. But like I said, it's always an option, especially if you more advanced. But the desktop wallets, you got like Bitcoin Core, Electrum, Jax, Atomic Wallet, etc. Basically, these are different brands of desktop wallets that you could download to your actual desktop, to your computer. You know, whether it's Windows or Mac or whatever, you can download this to your desktop or laptop computer. But and then the same thing, but for the phones, you have your mobile wallets, which is Coinbase Wallet, Engine Wallet, Argent, etc. So these are the different types of mobile wallets that you can download if you have like Android or iPhone, something like that. So now if you want to go to the next part, we're going to talk about the history of Bitcoin and crypto. So the history is a little crazy. This is where, you know, I kind of turn my conspiracy hat on. Basically, I feel like, all right, I'll tell you after. I'll just read it out first. I don't want to spoil it. 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto launched the world's first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, but not with the intention of starting a new global currency, but to simply create a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. All right. This is some anonymous dude, Satoshi Nakamoto. We still don't know who he is to this day. He just disappeared off the scene, probably like shortly after, a few months after he launched Bitcoin in January 2009. He disappeared from the scene, probably like 2010, something like that. He was on forums like Bitcoin Talk and all that, I think. But other than that, really didn't see nothing from him. But and then he disappeared. So 2010, traders began selling Bitcoin, and the first commercial transaction with Bitcoin was completed in exchange for two pieces. A trade of 10,000 Bitcoins, which would have been worth a jaw-dropping 77 million euros in 2017. And so basically, Bitcoins was worth a few pennies back in 2010, probably like 10 cents or something like that. So if this dude sold 10,000 Bitcoins for two pieces, which would have been worthly rough, like, okay, you get what I'm saying. All right, I'm not gonna keep saying that. And yeah, roughly worth like shit, you know, $100 million, I guess, nowadays, you know. But it was back then, it was like $20. I can't believe I couldn't say that. I really messed that up like a million times. But yeah, you know how sometimes you get tongue tied on like regular sequences. Yeah. 2011, cryptocurrencies started to catch on, and many start creating their own cryptocurrencies, which are known as altcoins, offering greater anonymity, speed, and other benefits. So altcoins are basically what you would call the different types of coins that have came since Bitcoin, whether it's Ripple, you know, Dash, NIM, you know, or shit, Cardano, Link, Ethereum, you know, all these different altcoins that you got now, besides Bitcoin, that are, you know, definitely on the come up. You're definitely making a lot of people a lot of money, you know, in the markets. But people just don't really know about it because Bitcoin is the top one, you know, rightfully so. And so 2013, after reaching an initial record value of over 750 euros per Bitcoin, it experienced its first decline in value, plummeting by 70%. So this is around the time it hit $1,000 in the US. It hit $1,000 US dollars around this time, and then after that it crashed. You know, this was the first bear market per se after its first real bull run. Peaked out at, like I said, $1,000. And so the bear market started, it plummeted to like $200 roughly, you know, maybe even touched 100 something. but then it bottomed out and then it started going back up, right? And so 2014, leading Bitcoin exchange Mt. Gox, who at the time handled over 70% of all Bitcoin transactions, was the target of a major heist which saw them lose 850,000 Bitcoin. This was hundreds of millions. This was like 400 some million. Yeah, this was a $400 million heist, pretty much. And so they lost most of their Bitcoin, or all of their Bitcoin. I don't know. I wasn't into the space back then, but basically, this really devastated everybody pretty much, because most people, most small time traders, even the mediums and bigger size traders in a lot of cases lost like all of their money or most of their money, because this was the main exchange back then, so. And then 2016, and once you lose Bitcoin like that, it's gone. Like, the person who stole it, of course they got it. Like, there's really no way really to get it back in those cases. So that's really another reason why a lot of people are like, not really with the shits, because it's real easy if you don't know what you're doing. It's easy to get scammed out here. So I really only see like a lot. I don't want to be like, biased, but you really only see like nerds and like, smarter people using Bitcoin right now and cryptocurrencies. When the shit gets easy for everybody, that's when by that time it'll be so, the price will be so high. You'll still make some money off of it probably, but it really won't be the same. So pretty much, to continue, wanted to also touch on this. 2016 is when Ethereum was launched, and then that was actually when things started really like turning up, because that was a new wave to invade. I'm gonna just read it. Ethereum was launched as a new way of enabling investors to trade stocks and shares in startup ventures by leveraging the security and flexibility cryptocurrency provides, but it didn't catch on due to a lack of security. And so I don't know. This is kind of old. I thought this, like, I read this at first, but I really thought this joint would have touched on like Ethereum's actual rise right here, because we're actually, yeah. But obviously Ethereum right now is like snapping. I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. Ethereum, the price might not be where it was if you look at the prices it touched 2017, 2018, but I'm talking about the actual technology. Like, you got DeFi popping, so you want to look up decentralized finance, all these different coins coming out, solving these different problems, and allowing traditional ways of financial help and finance apps, basically integrated with cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. Like, they really about to have you out here getting paychecks and payday loans and regular loans and credit and everything else in between in cryptocurrency, as opposed to the regular dollar. And that's where the decentralized finance aspect, which is built on top of Ethereum, comes into play, because Ethereum is pretty much like the internet right now of crypto. Like, you can write apps, you can launch dApps or decentralized apps directly through Ethereum right now, and that's where a lot of these different apps for the phones and for your computers is coming from. So that's why I really didn't care for this part right here. But 2017 saw the combination of increased commercial use and an increase in public interest. 2017 saw the cryptocurrency gold rush, resulting in Bitcoin increasing in value by almost 20 times. That's when it went from, roughly $1,000, $2,000 beginning of 2017 to like 20,000 at the end of 2017 when everybody was on it. And 2018, was when the whole crash started and the bear market started. And now after 2 years of a bear market. No, I would actually say it didn't really last that long, actually, because it bottomed out. Bitcoin bottomed out at 3,000 December 2018. So it was about a year of a bear market, and then really started going up after that. But 2018, 2019, any 2017 saw the cryptocurrency gold rush, and investors started selling off their wallets as the value fell dramatically. We have only recently started to see increases in the value of cryptocurrencies again, and that's where the whole, December 2018 comes into play, because back then we was talking $3,000 Bitcoin. If you would have bought a whole one, back in December 2018, but now one whole Bitcoin is like 12,000. So you can see right there that, you could have tripled, quadrupled your money just by buying a Bitcoin in and holding it till now. Now, obviously, you can't read minds. If I would have did that, if I would have knew that, I would have did the same thing. But the whole point I'm making is, it's never a bad time to buy it, because we looking at 100,000, 300, 200, $300,000 Bitcoin, in the next year or two. So it's gonna hit six figures regardless of whether you buy it or not. So do you want to buy it now when it's $11,000, or you want to wait until it's 20 or 30 or 40 or 50? Nah, you want to buy it now. So that's the whole reason making this presentation, because it's the future of money, and I'm tired of telling this to niggas, but gotta drill it in their head. That's how it go. So money is going digital. Basically, we used to barter. It's the evolution, right? Back in the day. Then it went to gold, trading gold. Then it went to metal coins. Then after the euros and Europeans came through, we got the paper money, and then we moved on to the plastic cards, which was the debits and the credits and the Visas and the Masters and the Amexes and the Discovers, things like that. So what's the next transition? Now we move to the Web 2.0 era in 2010s and whatnot, and we got the electronic money. So now we got the digital banking, the digital apps on our phones. Now we got the Cash Apps and the Venmos and the PayPals and the, all of these different ways to send money, right? The Robin Hoods and, the things like that, the Chimes. So what's the next transition after that? Naturally, it's cryptocurrencies. Most people don't realize this right now, but that's the future. Like I said, I kind of sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna keep saying it. How many times have they came through with something that they basically given to us, like they act like it's a Hegelian dialect, right, or a dialectic. They give us a problem, and they come up with their own solution. So that they both made. They made the problem and they made the solution. So the problem in this case is, the centralized aspects of money nowadays, and the solution is decentralized currency, cryptocurrencies. Well, what's in it for them? Why would they decentralize money? Well, and give us all of these ways to privatize our own money, own our own money. But the case is, the perk for them is it's all digital. They can do the same thing. They can launder all the money they want. They can, they can, make all the black market transactions, deep web transactions they want. And on top of that, the money is digital, and they make it. So they can issue as much as they want, and everything's all happy. They don't have to worry about printing. They don't have to worry about no IOUs, no gold backing, no gold standard, none of that, But the thing is, right now, it's in its infancy. It's hard to use. So most people don't want nothing to do with it. They think it's just some little scam, made by some anonymous dude, when really it was made by the government, So that's my whole spiel on that. Yeah, who created Bitcoin? Oh man, it's like I keep on explaining things before I get to the slide, right? Well, these are some conspiracy, quote unquote, conspiracy theories associated with Bitcoin that I pulled from this thenextweb.com article. And one of them says that, you know, basically think about it. It's August 18th, 2008, and someone registers the bitcoin.org domain name. A few months later, in October, a link to a white paper authored by Satoshi Nakamoto entitled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, is posted to an obscure cryptography mailing list. Soon after that, in January 2009, Bitcoin's open source code is released in the wild. By late 2010, Nakamoto began to fade away from the industry. Hard Fork has taken a look at some of the wildest theories floating around. A U.S. government project. One of the most prominent theories is that the U.S. intelligence services came up with Bitcoin to be able to send untraceable funding to top secret international missions. One example thread posted 5 months ago, this was in 2019. This article was written March 14th, 2019. One example thread posted 5 months ago attributes Bitcoin's creation to Uncle Sam, A.K.A. the U.S. government. Uncle Sam created Bitcoin in the immediate aftermath of the recession as a way to infiltrate an imaginary bubble rather than an actual asset class. The propagation of crypto has been pushed by opportunists led on by spies/actors. The government Bitcoin conspiracy is so prevalent that prominent figures in the space have publicly shared their thoughts on the idea. In 2011, wait, let me see. Rebecca said, which one do you think would be best for beginners? I'm just now seeing this comment, but I think that Bitcoin, if you just now get into the space, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the top two recommendations I would make for the beginners. Really, other than that, yeah, I wouldn't really recommend nothing else. Like, if you're starting off, at least, you know, but I would recommend more, you know, really, I guess, as I get deeper into the episode. But yeah, the government Bitcoin conspiracy is so prevalent that prominent figures in the space have publicly shared their thoughts on the idea. 2011, Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik Buterin posted on industry forum Bitcoin Talk to say that he wouldn't be surprised if the NSA had been involved in cryptocurrencies creation. Buterin clarified his stunt following an article last year. In a tweet sent to hundreds of his thousands of followers, the young entrepreneur curiously said, "My opinions have obviously changed a lot since then." Cause yeah, you working with you working for the boys now. Obviously, you know his opinion would change. He's like the biggest space in crypto right now, or at least one of them. Definitely top 5. But so the brother of notorious Colombian kingpin Pablo Escobar, who launched his own coin last year, has also claimed Bitcoin was created by the U.S. government. He did so in a self-written book explaining the world would eventually learn of the U.S. government's creation of Bitcoin and that the CIA was readying to dump its holdings en masse to drive down the cryptocurrency's value and ultimately destroy it. And maybe that may be true, but that ain't happening no time soon. If it is, and by no time soon, I mean in the next 5-10 years. You got plenty of time to buy it in the short term. Just get on it. Stop being lazy. And the Chinese angle. A lot of people say that Bitcoin was made by China. You know, shit. I'm pretty sure Trump even said it before. So yeah, I'm not really gonna get into that too much. Some people say that Bitcoin is the government, is the devil. Basically, you know, some people say that it's the Antichrist. It's linked to a religious belief based on the Christian Book of Revelations, where Bitcoin is considered to be the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast originates from a story in the Bible's New Testament. It says earthly beings will need to get a mark on their bodies in order to buy basic necessities. The mark is compulsory from everyone, the great, the small, the poor, and the rich. And I actually identify with this particular theory per se, because I know for a fact that, you know, this has been a big one. You know, people have been talking about the mark of the beast for decades. You know, I've been hearing about this all my life, and I do kind of see the similarities to the, you know. But I feel sure if that's the case, we already got the mark of the beast. The debit cards is the mark of the beast. The chip is definitely the mark of the beast. You know, if you want to put it like that. You know, all of this, the smartphones, all of this is the mark of the beast. You know, it's like they got us already anyway. They just changing forms. You know, they might actually end up putting this shit once they try to put it in your skin, you know, in your hand, you know, in your head, the chip in your head and all that. That's when, you know, I'm saying no, nah. That's when you got to draw the line. But, you know, cell phones and all that, that's cool, you know. But so Bitcoin is actually AI. Yeah, a lot of people say it's rogue AI that went crazy and started doing its own thing. And Bitcoin uses the allure of money to trick people into expanding its network and processing power. Would it be possible? The reason for Bitcoin code to be so perfect is the fact that the code wasn't created by a single extremely skilled developer or even a team of developers. So yeah, a lot of people think Satoshi Nakamoto is the name for the actual AI that created Bitcoin. Now, it could be possible. You know, AI is definitely, the people that run the world is giving AI too much free reign. I don't know why they're doing that. You know, maybe that's a plan with it, but who knows? So, anyway, we just gonna keep it going. Now, other cryptocurrencies is the part that I wanted to tell y'all about before. The other cryptocurrencies that we need to basically be focused on are usually in the top 10, 20, things like that, because they have high market caps. This is the top cryptocurrencies by market caps. So it's basically the amount of money that's invested in these cryptos in total at this current moment. So I took this screenshot like a week ago or a few days ago, something like that. So at this moment, it's roughly $200 billion invested in Bitcoin. Yeah, $200 billion. You know, and we had 11,000 because of the circulating supply. It been 18.5 million coins out there, and that divided by this market cap pretty much puts us at this price of $11,488 or something roughly, you know, around that number. And so that's how those numbers work. And the change 24 hours is just what has it done in the last 24 hours. So that's basically saying that Bitcoin was up 1%, 1.24% in the last 24 hours, price wise. And it's the price graph over the last 7 days. This is a screenshot I took from what's the name of that website? Coin Market Cap. Yeah, Coin Market Cap. .com. And so as you can see, Ethereum is number 2, 43 billion roughly. They got 112 million coins in circulation. That's why they price is at $388. And the volume in 24 hours is just the amount of volume that, you know, this coin got in the last 24 hours, buys and sells, things like that. So pretty much, yeah, it's like, I feel like a lot of people get caught up in the prices of coins, but you got to focus on the circulating and total supply, but mainly the circulating supply. You got to focus on things like that along with the market cap. Like, that's how you get the price, is by looking at the supply of the coin along with the market cap, you know, and that, because those things determine the price, and that way you can get a better idea, because it might be a coin that's it is a coin out there that's like $30,000 right now. So you would think it's like a YFI, Yearn Finance or something like that. So you would think that coin is better than Bitcoin, but no, there's only like 600 of those coins out there, or 1,000 of them in total. So yeah, it's gonna have like a big ass price, because there's not a lot of coins out there. But yeah, Chainlink, another coin I recommend. Let's see, Cardano, I recommend them. Tezos, Stellar's cool, but yeah, Tezos, Cardano, Chainlink, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I like the main ones I recommend out of this. Litecoin, a lot of people buy Litecoin because it's cheap, but I don't know. I really ain't a fan. I especially ain't a fan of no Bitcoin Cash. Don't buy no Bitcoin Cash. You're gonna end up losing money probably. Or Bitcoin SV. But yeah. So anyway, cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? It is digital cash for the digital age. Like I said, similar to regular money. Think dollars or euros, but it's digital only. So there's no bills or coins to carry around. It's different from regular money because you can transfer them electronically at all times, right? It's managed by a network of computers instead of the government. It's based primarily on supply and demand instead of the government issuing it. It's secured by a network of computers verifying the transactions instead of third parties like banks and governments. There's no physical coins, and you can still buy things with it, but only where merchants accept it. And if you're watching, LARGEClothing.company accepts crypto. We accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and I think Bitcoin Cash as well. Yeah. So LARGEClothing.co company, LARGEClothing.co, and LARGEClothing.company. So check us out. Get your favorite outfits. We got new collections dropping soon, and you can all get it with crypto. So yeah, and we ship worldwide. Now, what can I do with cryptocurrency besides buying and selling cryptocurrencies? You can shop. Like I said, over 100,000 merchants accept Bitcoin, including Microsoft, Overstock, and Newegg. You can eat out with it at thousands of restaurants using Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. You can donate to causes. You can gift it. You can send it, to your friends and family. You can tip someone that you see, authors, musicians, other online content creators. They might leave you their Bitcoin addresses or QR codes, so you can tip them. You can travel the world with it because it ain't tied to a specific country. Traveling with your crypto can cut down on the money exchange fees. Is apparently a small thriving community of crypto nomads who primarily or sometimes exclusively spend crypto when they travel. So like I said, Bitcoin, before Bitcoin was created, October 31st, 2018, it was actually introduced with a computer science paper that described how it worked. And it was actually launched on January 3rd, 2009, when the code was released and the first Bitcoins appeared. It's often compared to gold in the fact that there's a limited supply. The maximum number of Bitcoins that will ever circulate is 20 million in circulation. So unlike gold, however, Bitcoin is digital, making it far easier to divide, transfer, and store. Now, crypto has the potential to be the fastest, easiest, cheapest, safest, and most universal way to exchange value the world has ever seen. And if that's not exciting, crypto provides a quality of opportunity regardless of where you are born or where you live. As long as you have a smartphone or internet connected device, you can have the same access to crypto as everybody else in the world. So what are the different cryptocurrencies? Bitcoin is the oldest and most well-known cryptocurrency, of course, been going 10 plus years now, but there are also hundreds of others. Some cryptos like Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash share Bitcoin's core characteristics but explore new ways to process transactions. Others offer a wider range of features. Ethereum, for example, can be used to run applications and create contracts. How can crypto make the world better? Cryptocurrencies have the potential to make the world better by letting any two people in the world exchange money directly without involving a financial institution or the government. This will mean more quality of opportunity for those without access to traditional financial services like bank accounts and credit cards. In addition, the blockchain technology that makes cryptocurrencies possible is being used in novel new ways to improve the world. Examples include blockchains that help verify identity, manage health records, validate ownership, and even accelerate research on diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, and tuberculosis. And like I said, this is all with blockchain. So blockchain is not just trading cryptocurrencies on the market 24/7. No, it's more than that. There's also ways to use the technology to actually help people manage healthcare records. Validate ownership. You can you might be trading some cards or some collectible, MLB cards, NBA cards, or something, and you can use this to validate that or validate the shipping between China and America, things like that. Cryptocurrencies are cryptocurrencies anonymous? Generally, no. A few cryptocurrencies are anonymous, but the vast majority, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, are not. With these cryptocurrencies, all transactions are publicly available, and experts can generally use this information along with sophisticated software to trace transactions back to the original owners. It's also worth noting that Coinbase, which is where I got these tidbits from, requires ID verification to withdraw cryptocurrencies. This helps prevent fraud, and is one of the main reasons why cryptocurrency is considered a trustworthy cryptocurrency platform. So basically what they talking about is KYC, know your customer technology. That's what they mean when they say they require ID verification. So why do experts like cryptocurrencies? So experts like crypto because it's many ways that you can address shortcomings of the current financial system by actually using crypto. And this can be, high fees, identity theft, extreme economic inequality. These are big parts of the current financial system, and they also things that crypto has the potential to address at the same time because of the verification that can address the identity theft, the economic inequality, people not being able to get bank accounts and stuff like that. Well, anybody with a smartphone can get a wallet. We all got the same, opportunities to access a wallet, a crypto wallet as the next person. We all got the same access to buy crypto as the next person, and the fees are relatively low wherever you buy. You got options. That's the good thing about crypto. We got options as far as where to buy crypto, as far as where to store it, how to store it, and that's the great thing about it. So that's what they mean about extreme economic inequality. If you buy it right now, if you buy $10 worth of Bitcoin right now, in a year, if it's worth $100,000, that $10 is gonna be worth $100. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy little chunks of it. You can buy $2 worth of it. So if you buy $10 worth of Bitcoin and the price go up 10 times, that's $100. You buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, the price go up 10 times, that's $1,000. You get what I'm saying? So if you put $1,000 on some Bitcoin right now, the price go up 10 times in a year or two, that's $10,000. Just like that. So that's the whole point of me telling y'all all of this. Maybe I should have told y'all this earlier in the shit, but whatever. That's the perk, I guess, of sticking around this long. You get to learn. You learn something. So share this, like it if you like the info. Share this video, please. Tell your peoples. Subscribe on YouTube, etc. So back into it. Where do cryptocurrencies get their value? The economic value of cryptocurrency, like most goods and services, comes from supply and demand. Supply refers to how much is available, like how many Bitcoin are available to buy at any moment in time. Demand refers to the people's desire to own it, as in how many people want to buy Bitcoin and how strongly they want it. The value of cryptocurrency will always be a balance of both factors. Now, there are also other types of value as well. For example, the value you get from using a cryptocurrency. Most people enjoy spending or gifting crypto because it gives them a sense of pride to support an exciting new financial system. Similarly, some people like to shop with Bitcoin because they like its low fees and want to encourage businesses to accept it. So, it's different strokes for different folks. I don't really like to spend my Bitcoin unless I absolutely have to, or it makes sense for me to spend it. Like maybe this person only accepts Bitcoin and they selling a service or a product I really want. But other than that, I try to hold it because the price is going up. It's gonna be worth more, and then I can cash out and have more money to spend. Instead of spending it now and having less money in the future. So, what is a blockchain? At its most, a blockchain is a list of transactions that anyone can view and verify. The Bitcoin blockchain, for example, is a record of every time someone sent or received Bitcoin. This list of transactions is fundamental for most cryptocurrencies because it enables secure payments to be made between people who don't know each other without having to go through a third-party verifier like a bank. Blockchain technology is also exciting because it has many uses beyond cryptocurrency. Blockchains are being used to accelerate cancer research, improve sharing of healthcare records, verify people's identity, and much more. So, like I said before, blockchain is not just cryptocurrency and trading and making money and all of that. You can use it for a lot of things, verifying identity, sharing health records, cancer research, and all of that type of good stuff. Shipping, all of that. Now, which cryptocurrency should you buy? On Coinbase, you can buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic. I don't know why they didn't list all of their coins, but if you go on the Coinbase app on your phone, Android, iPhone, computer, anything like that, you will see that they actually got like 20-something, 30-something coins at this point. So I ain't about to list them all, but they got basic attention token, Zcash, XRP, Ripple, Stellar Lumens, Augur, EOS, Chainlink, Tezos, Dai, Dash, Compound, Orchid. They got a lot of coins. So, just download the Coinbase app. I'm actually put my referral link in the junk. That's what I should have did. Put my referral link in the junk. I'm gonna do that like ASAP. And so what you're gonna be able to do is like just click the link for my referral link in the description, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, and you'll be able to sign up for Coinbase. And once you spend your first $100 on Bitcoin, we'll both get like $10 of free Bitcoin. So that's just something they do. Simple referral bonus. So a little plug in, just got that in. But as far as crypto, they say why they can't recommend one cryptocurrency over another, they can share a few approaches that can help you decide which crypto is right for you. One simple option is to buy some of each cryptocurrency. It's a straightforward way to get started without playing favorites. Another good option is to ask yourself what you're hoping to do with your crypto and choose the currency that will help you achieve your goals. For example, if you want to buy a t-shirt with crypto, then Bitcoin might be a good option because it is the most widely accepted cryptocurrency. On the other hand, if you want to play a digital card game, then Ethereum is a popular choice. Now, Etovius asked or said he never understood Bitcoins. Basically, this whole presentation or episode of DKS is all about Bitcoin. So just rewind it to the beginning now, or when this is over, I guess, and you can get the whole gist of it. I promise you, if you watch this whole joint, you will understand Bitcoin. Just take as much time as you need. Rewind, pause, all of that, because it's a lot, and you can do your research from there, because every website is talking about Bitcoin at this point. But now right here, next question is, do I have to buy a whole Bitcoin or a whole coin? This one's easy. No, you don't have to buy a whole coin. On Coinbase, you can buy increments as little as $2, euros, pound, or your local currency. So that's pretty much the same on all of the big, players, whether it's Robinhood or Cash App or wherever you're buying the Bitcoin at. you can buy increments as little as $1 or $2 in most cases. And it's just a little piece. It might be 0.0001 percent of a Bitcoin. So, but at the end of the day, it's something. It's only 21 million Bitcoins in the world. It's like 7-8 billion people. So we're not all going to get a whole Bitcoin. But the whole point is you can get your piece of the puzzle now while you can afford to, or whatever you can afford to. And just know your family's going to be straight for the rest of your life. It's just like investing in Microsoft or Apple in the early 90s, pretty much. Same concept, and then the tech bubble happened in early 2000s. If you would have sold in like 2001, 2002, you'd have been rich, And then when it crashed, you would have bought some more probably. So, yeah. Anyway, then been rich again once you get ready to cash out right now. All right. So, what is cryptocurrency mining? Mining is the process of validating other people's transactions with a computer and then adding them to the long public list of all transactions known as the blockchain. In exchange, people get rewarded with cryptocurrency. Anyone with a computer and an internet connection can become a miner. But before you get excited, it's worth noting that mining is not always profitable, depending on several factors, such as which cryptocurrency you're mining, how fast your computer is, and the cost of electricity in your area. You may end up spending more on mining than you earn back in cryptocurrency. And this is also because mining rigs cost like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars most of the time. The best mining rigs cost at least like $2,000 most of the time. So, and Tovius also asked, so it's pretty much like stock. Yeah, the investing part. If you want to buy Bitcoin, yeah, you can hop on Coinbase or, Coinbase Pro, Binance, Gemini, Bittrex, Qcoin, all these different exchanges, and sign up and buy Bitcoin, all these different other coins 24/7, unlike the stock market, and the prices fluctuate way more than the stock market too. We talking 5-10% swings every day, sometimes 20% swing in a day, which is typical in crypto, especially during periods of high activity, like right now. So pretty much, yeah, that's just that part of it. It's a whole lot more to it. The technology underlying technology is gonna change the whole world as we know it. Finance, healthcare, shipping, retail, everything. All of this Apple Pay stuff. We're gonna be using the same type of things, but with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the next few years. Like it's gonna switch fast. Now, what's the best way to store cryptocurrency? Storing crypto is similar to storing cash, which means you need to like this video, share this video if you like it. If you're learning something, like it, subscribe to me on YouTube, link in the description to my YouTube. So, as part of our commitment to customer security, Coinbase leads the industry by holding 98% of its crypto in offline storage that is encrypted and copied to drives and paper backups that are distributed in safe deposit boxes and vaults around the world. If that sounds like a lot of work, that's because it is. Their number one platform priority, blah blah blah, is to be the most trusted platform, which means security practices are continually evolving as they evaluate and adjust their approach to the ever-changing security landscape. One thing I will say is, if you're a beginner, fuck with Coinbase. Just download Coinbase and get on the app, because they are the best. They're the most user friendly. They're the most secure. They got your money straight. Just as long as you don't do nothing stupid. Turn on 2-factor authentication, and don't tell nobody what you buying and that you dealing with Bitcoin and what coins you buying and how much you buying, and don't be posting that stuff on the internet, posting screenshots, because that's stupid. Basically telling people how much money you got and hey, come rob me. Just like in real life. So don't do that. Turn on 2-factor authentication. And Coinbase is really the government, low key, but that's how you can trust them. They only thing is as far as like not losing your money. But other than that, they're gonna report you to the IRS if you making like over $20,000 in a year. with crypto on their platform, they'll report you to the IRS for taxes. So make sure that you get your tax stuff in order. Whatever you got to do. But yeah. So Bitcoin could hit 300,000 in 5 years, even without institutional adoption. Basically, for the last part of the actual presentation, episode, I wanted to actually show you guys how all of the analysts are predicting Bitcoin is going to hit 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 in the next year or two. And this is a Forbes article from June 8th, 2020, from a couple months ago. Bitcoin bulls is out in force, talking up the cryptocurrency amid central bank stimulus and quantitative easing. And the price basically has started climbing, of course, around that time. And now this crypto pioneer was predicting that Bitcoin was going to soar to 300K within the next 5 years, even without Wall Street's institutional support, which is coming, honestly. I expect them to regulate it within the next couple of years the way they're moving, because they was talking about issuing a digital currency that they own, when the recession, or the virus happened, and they had to do the stimulus checks. Democrats was, at least. But so basically, this dude saying that he sent 100,000 doesn't seem too far off, given that we already crossed 10,000 a few times. When few expected $1,000 years back, and 10,000 seemed crazy, So basically, I'm not gonna read the whole article, but you can pause this, and read the article if you want to. But a lot of people are sounding just like I can't tell you how many articles I've read just like this in the last 3 years. This is probably like the 50th to 100th article. Probably like the 100th article. Maybe the 200th. Who knows? Like, I read articles like this, all the time. Now, this is something I read off Cointelegraph.com. This is another outlet, crypto news outlet. They had an article talking about this dude. This analyst company BlockFi believes that a bull run will return. And this article was from, I want to say this article was from a few months ago too. This article was probably from like May, I think. But yeah, this says the co-founder of cryptocurrency analysis company BlockFi believes that a bull run will return, propelling Bitcoin to a price of $150,000. Suggested that these gains will not be reflected across the entire market, though. Although the more solid coins will see impressive price action. So they were saying that it's like 2,000, it's like 5,000 plus coins at this point. But most of the coins is trash. Shit coins is what they call them. So really, I would only pay attention to the top 50 to 100 coins. Really, the top 20, really 20, 30. Like, if you really want to get in the nitty gritty, I'll say top 30, top 20, but, top 100, you really should be safe as far as, like, not fucking around with scams and shit like that. But, oh, man, it was so many scams popping up, like, 2017. You didn't know what was real until after you had already got, But, yeah, so they basically saying that 2017 is probably not going to return to crazy heights, but it's still going to be a lot of money to be made, because 2017 pretty much every altcoin posted a significant price increase, and now who knows what we're going to get with coins like Chainlink and things like that, because I'm going to just read this part to you. While Dedic warned that he believes this won't happen again, he does envision a Bitcoin bull run returning and pumping the few solid alts out there, which, like I said, is like Chainlink, Tezos, Cardano. They's reliable. They stamp. Don't question me. Just look up the projects and you will understand. $ link, $ XTZ, things like that. But basically said that he went as far as to make a number of price predictions, such as Bitcoin gaining over 1,400 percent from its current price of around $9,750. Like I said, this was like in May, to reach its target of 150,000. Ether is set to fare even better, according to him, increasing more than 3,500% from current levels from around $245, which right now is like $400, to a price of around $9,000. And Binance Coin is predicted to see a 2,700% increase to $500. Bigger increases are still in forecast for Chainlink and Tezos, both with a target price of 200, representing 4,400% and 6,800% gains respectively. Yeah. So, but all this fades into insignificance compared to Dedic's prediction for VeChain VET, with a seemingly modest target price of $1. However, this marks a massive 14,000% increase on its current price of less than a penny. So VeChain recently has partnered with fresh meat suppliers in China to improve traceability, and Walmart's Chinese subsidiary to track food products. So VeChain is a coin to watch out for, definitely on top of all these other ones. I forgot about VeChain. I recommend VeChain as well. Been looking into them for the last few years. Excuse me, had to get some water. But yeah, so pretty much that's the end of the joint though. So if you got any questions, yeah, that's the end of the joint. So if you got any questions or concerns before I hop off, ask them now, because I'm not going to be on here too long. So yeah, otherwise you can run this back and you can get all the knowledge you need, because I feel like I dropped a lot of it in this episode. Hashtag don't keep scrolling. Make sure you share this, you like this video, you subscribe on YouTube, like I said, link in the description, and Twitch as well. Make sure you subscribe, follow on Twitch, and yeah, tell your friend, tell a friend. I got a lot more content like this. I got more tech tip videos and all of that on my page, so just follow your boy and check me out. But yeah, I'm about to hop off of this joint because I don't think I got no more questions. So yeah, till next time.